Hello, I am Slaying Steven and welcome to today's video. Today I wanted to talk about the risk and rewards of the clutch case, a case that is currently in the prime drop pool but set to move to the non-prime drop pool pretty soon, especially considering we're actually overdue for a case right now. And I make this statement because normally we see a new case in February or March. And at the time of recording this, it's March 31st. To be honest, a case could drop literally as I'm recording this. I'm actually having to record this a week in advance due to the fact that I'm going to be out of town next week. But that's not what's important. What's important is this clutch case. So what exactly about it makes it have good potential? What exactly about it actually gives it some high risk, in my personal opinion? And should you invest in it? First, I wanted to talk about the positives. What is so special about the clutch case? Well, the clutch case is the only case with the Gen 2 gloves inside of them. The Gen 2 gloves having gloves such as the Mogul, the Fade, and the Vice, and gloves like King Snake and Imperial Plaid. All gloves that I actually like quite a bit, but they're only available in this case. And I think a lot of people are starting to catch up on that, and that's why it's one of the highest prime drop pool cases right now, just behind the Fractured case, which the Fractured case has the Shattered Web knives in it, which is always going to keep it relatively high until we get another case with those same knives in it, either in the same finishes or different finishes. The clutch case also has some very nice skins in it. The Mortis, the USPS Cortex, and the M4A4 Neo Noir. All very beautiful skins in my opinion. And so all of those skins, and more specifically the gloves, bode well for this case being a very desired case, especially since now that there's actually the Glock Neo Noir, there's a USPS Neo Noir, the OP Neo Noir, M4 Neo Noir. As soon as we see an AK Neo Noir, which I actually don't think we're too far away from seeing, people can start to build a Neo Noir themed loadout, and the price of the M4 Neo Noir, I think, will actually go up, and the clutch case itself will go up when the AK Neo Noir drops, which there is no confirmation on that. I haven't heard anything, but with how successful the line has been, I don't see Valve not adding a AK-47 Neo Noir. Next, what about this case is actually got some risk to it? I wanted to point something out. We have actually seen in the past that Valve will take the same set of gold items, skip maybe 2 cases, and then reintroduce it. They've done it in the past. They could do it again and bring back the Gen 2 gloves in a later case, which will absolutely plummet, in my opinion, the value of the clutch case, because now there's a new case with it. And to be honest, that could actually happen while this video, or before this video comes out, while I'm editing it. So that would plummet its value, because even though it's got some very nice looking skins in it, the thing that really carries this case and most cases nowadays is that gold item. That's why the Fractured case, while being a prime drop, is still like 60 cents, and it's been out for months at this point. So reintroducing those could absolutely destroy any value that these cases currently have, unless you're able to get them at a discount. Right now they keep climbing in price, and they're still in the prime drop pool. Another risk that people don't seem to take into account with this case is even if you get really lucky, the skins in this case actually aren't worth that much. Right now, at the time of recording, the M4A4 Neo Noir is selling for about $85 in factory new on Steam, which isn't a lot for a red, especially when you compare it to other M4 reds that sell for a lot more. The USPS Cyrex, the USPS Cortex is only selling for $15. Pretty decent for a pink, to be honest. But the MP7 Bloodsport, a skin you have just the same likelihood of getting as the M4A4 Neo Noir, And factory new is only selling for about $7. So it's definitely a high-risk case for the people that open it, which might actually draw people to a different case, such as the Operation Broken Fang case, which might cost more to people who like to open a bunch of cases. It might cost more, but the reds in that case do much better than the reds in this case. Partially because it's an operation case, and the operation case has amazing gloves in it as well, especially if gloves is what you're after in terms of that rare special item. So I think those factors make this a very risky case, because if they do decide to reintroduce the Gen 2 gloves, then a lot of the value of this case just simply goes away. My final thoughts on this case, as a case itself, I love most of the skins in it. The USPS Cortex, the Op Mortis. I even am a fan of the MP7 Bloodsport and the M4A4 Neo Noir. I love a lot of these cases in it, and obviously the gloves in this case are amazing in my opinion, especially if you get something as beautiful as like the Vice gloves or the White Snakes. However, due to these other factors, I'm not sure it's going to be a great investment unless they never reintroduce Gen 2 gloves. If they never reintroduce these gloves in these finishes or patterns again, I see this case being an amazing investment. So it might be worth picking a few up. However, it is still high risk, because if these gloves are reintroduced, most of this case's value is just gone. The reds in the case don't sell for a lot. The pinks are debatable compared to others. It just doesn't seem worth it to me to make it a gigantic investment. But that being said, it might be one you want to keep your eye on as more and more cases come out that don't have the Gen 2 gloves. I see the clutch case, especially as it becomes more and more rare, continuing to go up in value. But Valve just has to make the decision, you know what, we haven't released a case with the Gen 2 gloves in a while, let's use that again. And their prices on this case will plummet. All that being said, let me know what your thoughts are on the clutch case down below in the comment section. I have been Stillian Steven. If you liked this video, hit that like button. If you disliked it, well, dislike this video. Be sure to subscribe for more content and ring the bell. And I'll be sure to see y'all soon.